Welcome back. We're talking about Shivers, a classic David Cronenberg movie. I think classic. I don't really hear people talk about this one too much, but I'm assuming that it's like I liked it. I thought it was really fun. Shivers is directed by David Cronenberg. Stars Barbara Steele, who was in Piranha and Black Sunday. It also stars Lynn Laurie, who was in The Crazies, both of them, the remake and the original. And I Will Drink Your Blood, or I Drink Your Blood. I Drink Your Blood. And also famously for Lynn Laurie, she follows me on Twitter. I know, that's cool. But anywho, Shivers it's also written by David Cronenberg. I haven't really been discussing who's been writing the movies unless it pertains to stuff Stephanie and the goddamn incinerator who they did nothing. Shivers is a story about, it's a little front-loaded with a lot. And then it just it's front-loaded with a lot of information so that way the rest of the movie can play out and we don't have to kind of like stop and get answers and whatever. The whole movie takes place in this apartment building that has basically every amenity people could want: a pool, a doctor, it's got this nice lobby with a security guard that kind of looks like Stephen King. A little bit, that might just be me though. And it starts off with people moving into these apartments, and then we're intercutting between an old balding man chasing around a very young woman. I believe they said she was 19, but apparently they were doing things since she was 12, which, yeah, thank God is not shown. But he's chasing around, he's like 60-something, he's chasing around this 19-year-old woman, he's choking her out, he's doing whatever, he's like trying to get her, all, again, while this mundane, like, security deposit, and here's your month's rent, and an old man, like, choking you out, like, it just keeps cutting. It's like a big juxtaposition. Eventually he gets the girl, strips her down, cuts her open, and then cuts himself, or slices his neck. That's it for that. Then we're introduced to Nicholas and his wife, that I can't remember the name of, and Nicholas has clearly some sort of thing with his stomach. He's water flossing. I didn't know what it was at first, and then I realized, oh yeah, it's the 70s. They had like a whole industrial fucking like gas-powered water flosser. So he's water flossing, and he's like touching his stomach, and it's because it's David Cronenberg. It's just, you're seeing like the natural human body, but it just looks fucking nasty. Everyone's also got 70s bodies, so it's gross. And I don't know how to describe it, but people from the 70s, you all were fucking nasty. And he's touching his tummy or whatever, and then he tells his wife he's leaving for work. He goes upstairs to the apartment that the 19-year-old was killed in. He sees the bodies, is shocked by this, and leaves. He actually goes to work. It is then shown that a Dr. Roger was his name. A doctor has found the bodies. Now, I don't know if Nicholas had reported it, or if the doctor genuinely just found them. That's not really specified, but it doesn't really matter. So, the doctor is there. He's getting questioned about it, like, why were you here, like, blah, 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 the usuals. And that's about it for that scene. But the bodies are found, they're taken away. And then we learn that the big elderly bald man who killed the girl was partners with a different doctor, professor, researcher person, and they were trying to develop a parasite that could replace organs, which... what? It makes some sense when they kind of explain it. I kind of get it. However, no. But it was just like the example they gave was like if somebody has a bad kidney, you could replace it with a parasite that would eat away the kidney, then it would be there and it would filter your blood for you, and like sure, it's going to eat it's going to like drink some of your blood, but you know, it's better than not having a kidney at all. And in that sense, it's like, okay, sure. No, but sure. I'll buy that for this movie. And the doctor is explaining like what this research was to Roger, and he asks if Roger wants on board. Roger's like, give me time to think about it. This is fucking wild, and I also just like saw like 2 murdered people. Like, he's like, oh, it's probably whatever. So Roger leaves. His receptionist is the lovely Lynn Laurie. She's great in this movie. Not biased just because she follows me on Twitter or whatever, but it's fine. So during like routine checkups, it's made mention that 4 men have lumps in their stomach that are moving, which is odd. At some point, Nicholas comes back home, just goes right to bed. He's like vomiting blood and eventually hucks up a worm, and this worm starts moving, and this worm starts attacking people. And I'm initially thinking, okay, cool, we got a parasitic worm monster. Maybe it'll possess people, because I'm thinking Slither, right? Like the James Gunn movie. I'm thinking Slither. This is Shivers. No, it's weirder because I forgot this is David fucking Cronenberg. Nicholas is the host to these monsters, or to these parasites, because he was cheating on his wife with the 19-year-old girl who already had a bunch of them in her. And the reason the doctor killed her, and then himself, is because the surgery went, or like the experiment went too far, and he just needed to take her out. So he killed her, and then himself, thinking that that would be the end of it. Unfortunately, she apparently was having sex with many people. It's specifically stated somewhere that she was very popular and got around. So it's not just Nicholas, it's other people, but Nicholas seems to be the main incubator for these things, I guess. What it all boils down to, because I've been talking about this for 7.5 minutes, what it all boils down to is the parasites not only like take control of you, but they make you like sexually violent, where thankfully it doesn't have to be transmitted through, can I say a Oxford Dictionary term on YouTube, or do I have to TikTok it? I don't know, fuck it, I'm an adult, so I'm saying the word. It doesn't have to be transferred specifically through rape, it can be a kiss, or it basically has to be like some sort of fluid distribution, whether that's spit from a kiss or everything else. These people just get like sexually violent, and to this movie's credit, once I figured out what that was the plot, I immediately was like, oh no, this is just gonna be like a gross rape movie. Not really. It's insinuated. It's insinuated, but it's not. They show as much of it as they need to, and then they get the fuck out of there. So you're not like, this isn't I spit on your grave. This is, for what this movie is, it's done as tastefully as it can possibly be done, which is a nice change of pace. It kind of just turns into almost Demons-esque, where it turns into like a zombie movie, except they're different. It's a different type of zombie. They are the horny zombies. Except it almost can be viewed as like one of the weirdest things I kind of got out of this is that it can be almost viewed as people just being true to themselves in a weird way, which is this of course is the same movie where a dad kisses his daughter because they are infected, and that's fucking disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Ah! You get the fuck out of that room! Oh my god! But apart from that, throughout the movie, Nicholas's wife is friends with Barbara Steele. I don't remember what her name is in the movie. And they're like weirdly close, and not like they're just close friends, like there's a tension there. And I don't know how else to describe it without sounding gross, but there's a tension there. And then once Barbara Steele is possessed by the parasite, and she manages to possess Nicholas's wife, they're with each other throughout the rest of the movie. I don't even want to say an extended scene, just like a tastefully done, for as long as it needs to be seen, of them kissing, and then that's it. And then for the rest of the movie, if we see the one, the other is right there next to her. They're together with each other, because it very clearly, before like the events of the movie played out, it looked like Nicholas and his wife were just in a loveless fucking marriage, and she kind of has a happy relationship there. So it's like you can almost view this as like, in that regard, there's two men that get out of an elevator that are very clearly supposed to be infected with this as well, and it's never commented on of like, you shouldn't be doing that because that's wrong. It is, oh holy fuck, these bugs are in everybody, we gotta get the fuck out of here. You remove the infection and this just seems like he's super homophobic. So there's that. There's also, of course, like the weirdest bit, which I don't like the implications of, but see, this is like the on one hand, it's like, this might be one step too far. But again, it is 1975, so but I still, but also this is a horror movie, so like, God forbid I feel disturbed watching a horror movie. I don't know how to take this. There's a man who's possessed by the worms, and he gets into an elevator, and there is a mother and her like fucking 10-year-old daughter, and he like lunges on the woman, and they're both, the daughter and the mom, are screaming, and the elevator shuts, and that's all we see. The implication is there, and I don't like it. And then the worst bit is they all attack the security guard. The guy, the mom, and the daughter is infected now, which again, ooh, and it's, the worst scene in the movie is while they're attacking the security guard, the man is on top of him, the mom is like holding his legs and arms down, and the little girl walks up and kisses him on the mouth, which is a grown man, and that was, it's 1975, and also it's disturbing for a horror movie, so God forbid I feel disturbed during a horror movie, but also, what the fuck? You know? It's a Mamma Mia. There's also like two little girls on leashes being forced to bark, which is fucking wild. But again, that's shown for 2 seconds. You barely even have any time to comprehend what that is, besides just like weird fetish shit that the parasites are making these people do, and then we move on, and they're never seen again. But yeah, the movie ends with our main guy, Roger, being the only one not infected. Lynn Laurie eventually gets infected. She made it to the end of the movie, which good for her. And then he eventually gets tackled into a pool and is infected, and the movie ends everyone getting into a car from the parking garage and leaving to go spread this to the rest of the world. And once again, Roger and Lynn Laurie are together. Nicholas's wife and that woman are in the same car. The father and the daughter are in the same car. And it's just like some of the weird relationships you've seen that have picked up because of these parasitic monsters, they're still there in the car. It's like they kind of chose their person to be with to be happy. But yeah, the Shivers is a weird movie, but I kind of loved it. It's got gross shit, but again, it's a horror movie. I feel like because of the Blumhouse formula, we've all kind of become so desensitized to what horror was supposed to be, which is you're not supposed to feel good. I shouldn't leave a horror movie and be like, haha, that was a great time. I should leave a horror movie and be like, oh. Like, you get that with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You leave that and you're like, you know? You don't get that with Final Destination, but that's because those movies are comedy gold. I kind of love this movie. It's our first movie that I'm saying is better than Dolls, and I'm giving it on the Schlockometer a 4 out of 5. I don't even think I have to say that this one's on the Schlockometer. I think that's just genuinely the score I would give it because this is a real movie. This is comparable to other movies I've given 4 out of 5s to. So I don't even have to defend myself and be like, it's good, it's just high because of how schlocky. No, it's just a good movie. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, this and Dolls so far, like the hardest suggestion for me. It's just, fucking see these. These are really good. Tune in tomorrow for I don't know yet. I haven't watched them. I just came fresh off of seeing these ones. We're punching it down to the limit. Hopefully I have my shaved face, my shaved face, my face faved by then. Don't let them in. Lock that fucking door. That's right. That's why you follow me on Twitter.